You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, aspiring actors. With me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And every week, I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid, working, unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready? Hello and welcome to another episode of Unstoppable Actors. I'm so excited that you are here. Before we dive into today's episode, I just want to introduce myself to all of the brand new listeners that we are getting, because we are getting loads of new listeners week in, week out that are finding our podcast via Spotify. And I'm so excited that you've discovered us. I'm so excited to have you here. So for the new listeners, I'm Louise. As you know from the introduction in the podcast, I'm the artistic director and I'm the founder of Standby Method Acting Studio. I have been coaching actors for almost 13 years. So I have been taking them from unknown actors like yourselves with blank or sparse CVs, and I've been helping them build up their skills to such a level that they have been cast in Netflix dramas, TV soaps, Amazon Prime films, stage plays, and they have landed representation by some of the most sought-after agents in the business. So you are in good hands, and I'm so glad you're here. If you're returning to the podcast, woohoo, welcome back. As always, love having you here. I'm so passionate about helping actors, especially because myself, I was brought up in a council estate, pretty much brought up in poverty, and I've had to figure all of this out myself, and it took me absolutely years to figure it all out, but I've done it, and I returned to the acting industry last year after a huge break, so I'd focused solely on building other actors' careers up. And now I've returned to the industry as an actress myself as well, and still coaching actors, of course, still coaching and training actors, because they are my two passions in life, acting myself and helping others make this their career. So I had a voice note come in on our Instagram, which is at Standby Method Acting Studio. If you want to go and give us a follow or check us out, have a little nosy. And this voice note came from Lewis. Lewis left me a voice note basically saying that he's a little bit worried about his acting career, because he wouldn't really be properly starting it until he's 30, and he wanted to know, really, which I think is a huge worry of so many actors, like, is that too late? That's what I took from the voice notes that he was sharing with me. And I get asked this a hell of a lot, like, what is the perfect age to start an acting career? What's the right age? What's the best age, the age where you'll get the most amount of work? And I am here to tell you that the right time, not even the right age, the right time to start an acting career is now. You could be 50, you could be 80, you could be 10, 25, or you could even be 37 like me. It's not about your age. It's about the time, and the perfect time to start an acting career is now. As you've already heard me say, I took a huge break from the acting industry, and I only just returned last year. So let me tell you about this. I went to drama school when I was 18, and then I started landing paid acting jobs, and it was lovely, and I worked with some high-profile actors, and I did some amazing jobs, was featured in some well-known publications. But then I got to a point where I just needed a break from the industry. And so then what I did is I focused on coaching actors in method acting, which is what I specialise in. And I did that for a long time. And I focused on building up their careers as opposed to my own. And that's why I've managed to help them get into things like Netflix dramas and Amazon Prime films and TV soaps. And then I started to get this feeling that I couldn't shake off, and it was the feeling that I had to be acting myself. And I tried to ignore it many times, as we do, but it was just growing stronger and stronger and stronger. So I knew it was the right time for me to return into the industry as an actress. So here's something I want to share with you. From me building up other actors' careers. Now, of course, what I'm a specialist in is method acting. That's what I specialise in. They are the skills that I pass on to actors who come and train with me, and that's how I help them develop their skills. But I also learn a lot about branding and, sorry, you've just heard my phone go off there. Let me put that on silent. How rude of me. I also learned a lot about branding, brand identity. And what I started to realise is that I was actually quite good at helping them see, my students, where they fit in the industry. And when they knew where they fit in the industry and they felt confident with their acting skills, they then felt confident putting themselves out there. So what I really think this question is, it's not really about your age, if I'm being honest with you. I'd ask you to consider, is it actually that you've got a lack of confidence somewhere? Is it that you perhaps don't believe that an acting career can happen for you? And if it is, get curious about that. Don't give yourself a hard time. Just get curious, inquire, and figure out, well, where is that even coming from? I mean, I'm going to take an educated guess that you've made some rules up in your head about what the right age is to start an acting career. And I'm here to tell you there is no right age, because acting is about telling stories of the human condition. Humanity doesn't just live until their 20s and then die off. Like, we're in 2023, guys. Humanity is living till 80, 90, 100, even beyond that. So there are stories to be told at all ages. So if you are making rules up in your head about the right age to start an acting career, start challenging those rules that you've made up. Are you listening to society? Has society unconsciously told you that you've got to be in your early 20s to become an actor, and that is the only time, and if not, you've missed the boat? If that's what you're telling yourself, if that's what you're listening to from society, then rewrite that story, because no one is in charge of your life other than you. But you absolutely must be passionate. You must be so passionate about acting. It doesn't matter what age you are. You could be 80, you could be 50, you could be 10. If you're not passionate about it, you'll procrastinate. You must absolutely have utter belief that this is going to happen for you. No ifs, ands, or buts. Because with a smidgen of doubt, you are not going to make it happen. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your plan B instead. Or you're going to listen to what you think society's expectations are of your age 30, age 35. Oh, I should have a mortgage and a car, and I should have kids, and I should have this, and I should have that, and the other. Okay, so you've got to have utter belief in yourself, but then there are two absolute non-negotiables that you must have, and that is, number one, a brand identity, and number two, you must have the skills. You must be a highly skilled actor. I can help you with both of those things, but I want to share with you that from me helping my students and seeing the confidence they found in themselves by taking my guidance on board about where they fit in the industry, and taking my guidance on board with their acting skills and where to where their blind spots are and what needs to continue to be developed. I saw them confident. I saw them get really confident in themselves, and that is what's made them just go out there and give it absolutely everything. Of course, they've still got a day job because they have to have that to fund their acting career. That's also a non-negotiable I should throw in there. But my acting students are all sorts of ages. I train actors who are in their 50s, 60s, a good majority actually are in the 30s, and some obviously in their early 20s as well. But you must have the skills and you must know where you fit into the industry. That's something for you to learn. When I figured out where I stood in the industry in terms of my brand identity, I felt so confident because I knew there was a place for me in the industry. It didn't matter that I was returning aged, in fact, I didn't return age 36, I returned age 37. And I'm nearly 38. Age was totally irrelevant, completely irrelevant. So they're the things that I'm saying that you've got to do. Have the belief, have the faith, rewrite the stories, challenge the narratives that are going on in your own head. Maybe even find evidence of actors who started later in their career. But know your brand and make sure your skills are sharp AF. Yeah? Sharp as bleep. That's what they need to be. I've spent a lot of time working on my craft and developing my skills. So now I feel confident in that, and you've got to do that as well. Now, I want to share an opportunity with you that I would love you to get involved in, which involves working with me. So every Sunday, we are now doing the play reading sessions. The play reading sessions is 1 hour of practicing your sight reading skills, your character development skills, connecting with other actors, getting creative and exploring your acting skills in a safe online space, and of course, getting my feedback. It is the lowest cost way that you can work with myself and method acting. It's £10 to join, and the first ever one is taking place on Sunday the 5th of March, 7:15 till 8:15 UK time, and I have got an explosive play for you to be working through. I'm so excited about this, and I'd really encourage you to join this because there are actors of all ages involved in this, not just actors in their 20s. So to book a place on the play reading sessions taking place this Sunday, the 5th of March, all you need to do is click the link in the description of this podcast. It is literally just underneath, and come and book and secure your place. I highly recommend you doing it because it's going to give you the confidence that you need to forget about your age. And just remember that that's totally irrelevant. And you are going to feel so creative at the end of it. And you are going to have tested out your acting skills and oiled them up and got them to a really good place. And that's what you need to be doing. Constantly practicing your craft, constantly practicing your character development skills, constantly practicing your sight reading, because the more you do it, the more confident you feel with it, the better you get. So come and join the play reading sessions. And I also hope you found this episode informative. I hope it's got the cogs turning. I hope it's challenged your own thoughts and your own narratives around what you're telling yourself about a career and the right age. And I also hope it's been inspiring. And I just want to end by telling you that when I, started my acting career up again last year in 2022, I landed an agent, I got more auditions than I've ever had in my life, I got my highest paid acting job, and I got the most insane reviews for my work ever, as in the best reviews ever, and I'm 37. So honestly, just to wrap up and remind you, age is irrelevant. Challenge those narratives that you are telling yourself in your head, and I'll see you in the next episode. I have absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, aspiring actors. Now, if you did, I'd really love you to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and leave a review. And if you would like weekly injections of inspiration, you'd like mini method acting challenges to keep you making progress with your dreams, come and join the most supportive acting community online by clicking the link in the notes to help you become an unstoppable actor.